Hello guys, welcome to True Crime with Dickson. Before we dive in, I want to give a quick heads up that this story touches on some heavy real-life events, so listener discretion is advised. It's a frightening reminder that sometimes the most terrifying monsters are the human ones walking among us. With that said, turn out the lights, get settled in, and let's descend into today's true story of a deranged killer who announced her deadly intentions for all to hear, but was still allowed to roam free and ultimately destroy an innocent family's world. Buckle up, because this one is going to be a dark and disturbing ride. And as always, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to True Crimes with Dickson for more terrifying content. Now let's begin. It was a day like any other in North Olmsted, Ohio. The sun was shining, and the local Giant Eagle grocery store bustled with activity as residents went about their daily routines. Among them were 32-year-old Margo Wood and her beloved 3-year-old son, Julian. As they stepped out of the store, grocery bags in hand, they had no idea that their lives were about to be forever changed by an act of unimaginable violence. Unbeknownst to Margo and Julian, they had caught the attention of 32-year-old Bianca Ellis. As the mother and son made their way to their car in the parking lot, Ellis began to follow them, clutching a knife she had obtained moments earlier from a nearby thrift store. Suddenly, without any warning or provocation, Ellis unleashed a brutal attack on the unsuspecting pair. Chaos erupted in the parking lot as witnesses watched in horror. Frantic 911 calls flooded in, each painting a more harrowing picture than the last. "There is a child. He's bleeding all over the place," one caller cried out, their voice filled with anguish. "We're at Giant Eagle. They're doing CPR on him right now." Another witness provided a chilling description of the attacker. "She's a black female. We got eyes on her. She's walking towards Vine. She's outside now, walking, knife in hand." As the calls continued, the gravity of the situation became clear. Margo had been stabbed in the shoulder, but it was young Julian who bore the brunt of the attack. The toddler had been brutally stabbed in the face and back, his small body ravaged by the senseless violence. Police and emergency responders raced to the scene, sirens blaring as they navigated the midday traffic. The sight that greeted them in the parking lot was one of utter devastation. Julian lay motionless on the ground, his blood pooling beneath him as paramedics fought desperately to save his life. Margo, injured but alert, could only watch in helpless terror as strangers worked to keep her son alive. Amid the chaos, Julian's father arrived at the scene, his world shattering as he took in the sight of his gravely wounded child. Police escorted him to the hospital, where he joined the vigil over his son, praying for a miracle that would not come. As the tragedy unfolded, officers searched for the attacker who had fled the scene on foot. Surveillance footage from a nearby thrift store captured Ellis in the moments before the attack, calmly purchasing the knife that would soon be used to destroy a family. Police quickly located and apprehended Ellis, placing her under arrest. The motive behind the attack remained a mystery. Ellis had no prior history of violent crime and no known connection to Margo and Julian. She now faces a litany of charges, including aggravated murder, attempted murder, felonious assault, tampering with evidence, and theft. As the community struggled to make sense of the senseless act, one question echoed in everyone's minds: why? Tragically, despite the valiant efforts of first responders and medical professionals, 3-year-old Julian succumbed to his injuries at the hospital. The bright, energetic little boy who loved dinosaurs, wrestling with his big brother and doting on his new baby sister, was gone, leaving a void that could never be filled. Margo, though expected to recover physically from her injuries, would carry the emotional scars of that fateful day for the rest of her life. No parent should ever have to bury their child, let alone lose them in such a brutal and senseless manner. The tragedy that befell Margo Wood and her son Julian on that June day in North Olmsted, Ohio, is a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the depths of human cruelty. It is a story that leaves us grappling with the unanswerable, the incomprehensible. How could someone commit such a heinous act against a defenseless child and his mother? What darkness must reside in a person's heart to unleash such violence on strangers? As Bianca Ellis awaits her fate in the legal system, A family and a community are left to pick up the pieces of their shattered lives. Julian's aunt, in a heart-rending statement, painted a picture of a vibrant, loving child whose life was cut far too short. The memories she shared, Julian's infectious laughter, his cheesy smile, his boundless energy, serve as a poignant reminder of all that was lost in a matter of moments. While justice may be served in a court of law, no punishment can undo the damage inflicted on that fateful day. A family must now learn to navigate a world without their beloved Julian, to find a way forward in the face of unimaginable grief. For the rest of us, this tragedy serves as a somber reminder to cherish the moments we have with our loved ones, to hold them close, to tell them how much they mean to us, to never take for granted the precious gift of their presence in our lives. In the end, all we can do is honor Julian's memory, to ensure that his short life continues to make a difference in this world. We must work to build a society where such senseless acts of violence become a thing of the past, where no family has to endure the heartbreak that the Wood family now faces. Rest in peace, sweet Julian. May your memory be a blessing, and may your light continue to shine in the hearts of all who knew and loved you. And that brings us to the end of this chilling, heartbreaking tale. Before I sign off, I want to leave you with a question to ponder and discuss in the comments below. How do you think the system failed in this case? Were there missed opportunities to intervene and potentially prevent this senseless tragedy? What changes would you suggest to better protect the public from dangerous individuals who openly declare their violent intentions? I'm really interested to hear your thoughts on this, so don't hold back. Remember, this is a sensitive topic, so let's keep the discussion respectful. If you found this video impactful, give it a like and share it to help raise awareness about the importance of taking threats seriously and fixing the cracks in our justice system. And if you're new to True Crimes with Dickson, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a new scary story. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.